You don't see who you are? You built a business that is paid. How much have you made over the years?
No, the highest I've made on a given year was close to 300,000, I think.
You don't make that without having something amazing. But I think you're the only person that doesn't see your magic. And once you get to see it, and sometimes I believe we just got to start lying to ourselves, even when we don't believe it. You need to get around other successful, confident women. You suck, your business sucks, and you'll never be successful. How many people paid you $5,000? You ever lied to anybody? Okay, real quick. Anything you see in here? It's over, bro. What's your belief system? You're married, yes, to a woman, or you let your wife wear pants? When I ask you for something and you don't give it to me, are you knowing that you're lying to me?
Lying?
You cannot move being this comfortable. But you be in the crib and your drawers just like, hey, yo. My job is to make you fail. My job is to make you quit. My job is to make you cry. But if you survive it, success is on the other side. Welcome to the hot seat. How are you?
Nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know. I don't like being on camera. I'm shy.
Are you shy? Do you know why you're shy, or it's just you always been shy?
Always. I'm more of a behind the scenes person.
Did anything happen? Is it tied to any childhood trauma or anything like that? Being shy?
No, I don't know. I think it kicked in when I was probably like 10 or 11. And I don't know. I just started, I don't know. I think before that I was probably outgoing. But after that.
So what happened? Something happened.
Mm,
If you can pinpoint 10 or 11, like I became shy 10 or 11, and then you can identify I was outgoing before that, something had to have happened.
yeah. I would say with my dad then. Going to go live with him. That was really bad. So that's probably when it switched.
Living with your dad?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Or what was so bad about it? And if that's too personal, we don't have to talk about that.
I don't mind. That was my first time seeing him since I was like 5 or 6 maybe. He was abusive.
To you?
Mm-hmm.
At 10?
Mm-hmm. Well, I made it there maybe like 2 days before I turned 11, so it was okay at first, and then he was abusive. He molested me. It was a lot. I was there for like a year. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna cry. It was a lot though, but I hadn't saw him in a long time. But like the whole experience was like super traumatic, and he ended up going to jail while I was there actually. And my mom had to get a lawyer, like everything, to let me come back because his wife at the time, he was even like threatening her from jail, like telling her she couldn't let me go home and stuff like that. And so my mom had to get a lawyer, and they basically just told her like just to put in there that I could come back every year, like just to get me to come home. But since I was technically of age to make my own decisions, he just said that once I get back, I could say I didn't want to come. So now that I think about it, I'll probably say that was the turning point, because I don't remember being like shy before that. I was like really outgoing.
How long did you live with them?
For a year.
For just that 1 year?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's unfortunate. I can't imagine someone doing something like that to their own child.
Oh, well, supposedly he's done it to a lot of women.
But I'm saying you're his daughter. I mean, it's different. It's more
he's paying
heinous
for it
in
now,
that
though.
way. He's paying for it. Mm-hmm. Wow. When's the last time you seen him?
Was this 2025? 2022 when I went to go visit him in jail to have a conversation with him. And the last time I talked to him was actually recently, and we ended up like blocking each other on, because you like text on like a little jail app or something. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I just had to come to make a decision that I'm not going to get the apology that I'm looking for, and I'm going to just move past it. Because I think he's really in denial, like as far as like what he did. Or I don't know if it's just like the prison system with like him not want to say certain stuff over the phone, but it's like just the stuff that he will write me to. I think he's really convinced himself that he didn't do a lot of the stuff. But when I went to go visit him, I think it was like 2017, me and my husband We were just fussing about something petty. I don't know what it was. And I just randomly called him because he was working out of town at the time. I was like, can you fly to North Carolina with me? I was like, I think I really need to visit my dad. And he was like, okay. So I booked the tickets. We got on the flight the next morning. And I told the jail not to tell him that I was coming because he hadn't saw me since like 2006 or 7. And when he walked through the door, it looked like he'd seen a ghost. He was not expecting to see me, and he just sat there and he was like, I know why you here. And he just shook his head and he was like, I'm sorry. But I think for me, I needed to hear, like, I wanted him to say like what he was sorry for, and he never would give me that.
What is he saying he did that he didn't do? You know what I mean? Like, what is, so I know, and again, you do not have to go through, you don't have to answer these questions. It's just out of curiosity. What did he do that he's saying he didn't do?
Just all of that, the molesting me part.
Like touching you or?
That too, but he would, like, when his wife would be asleep at nighttime, he would like wake me up and like make me come out of the room and like undress and redress and perform like oral sex on him. Like, it was bad. And I told his wife about it, and then he made me go back and tell her that I was lying. So like, even now with all of the stuff that she went through with him, she's still like, my relationship with my sister is like estranged. She had 2 kids by her. I talked to one of them, but the oldest one, she doesn't talk to me at all. But his wife, she won't talk to me either because she was like, oh, you lied. And for me, he was doing the same thing to you. So why wouldn't you believe that he told me, that he forced me to, tell you that I lied? I was 11 at the time. So it's just a lot. And even when he went to jail, like during that short period, she was like verbally abusive. Like, it was bad. I remember for Christmas, I think her mom came out there. She bought me a watch for Christmas. And that was it. And my mom and my grandma bought me a pair of shoes, and they sent it in the mail, and they wrote a letter. And like the tissue that comes inside of the shoebox, it's to hide the letter in there because he would like force her to get the house phone like disconnected so they couldn't call and talk to me. It was bad.
Oh my gosh. I actually have never heard anything even remotely close to that ever in my life. And it's really heartbreaking, man. Does it affect you today in any way that you can recognize, that you can pinpoint?
Yeah, I don't trust people easily. I think relationship wise, I would really have to give my husband his props because like he recognizes like my triggers. And he's met him before too. He recognizes my triggers, and like he just don't get mad like that. Like, if it's like he can almost tell like if it's something that's triggering me, and he always tell me like, I don't blame you for certain stuff, as far as how you respond or how you think about certain stuff. He was like, I blame your parents. Like, I know where it come from.
Yeah, you know what's so crazy about this conversation? I think you single-handedly helped me figure out a good portion of the issues in my marriage just now.
How?
Because as you're talking, and I never even looked at it this way, that my wife has triggers. I never looked at it as a trigger. But when certain things happen or I say certain things, she takes it to heart. And it's like, I can't understand why you feel the way you feel about what I said, because what I'm saying isn't out the box. It's not crazy, but there are certain things that are triggers, and I know certain things that I am going to say that are going to hurt her. Mm-hmm. But you telling me that your husband recognizes your triggers and doesn't look at it as you are. Me and my wife, we call each other a nut. Like, she's a nut. And she'd tell our friends, I'm a nut. But it's not you. It's something that has happened to you that caused you to look at this situation in this way. So after this, I'm going to apologize to my wife. And I'm going to handle it with more care.
I be looking at him sometimes like, you really not mad? And then I be having to check myself like, Marquita, it's not as bad as it seems. And it's like whenever I do get mad, I tell him like, I can't talk for a minimum of 72 hours. Like, I don't know what it is about this 3-day thing. And I've been working on like me apologizing, like, cause I'll just, in my mind, I apologize. Like, you should know I'm apologizing, or I'll go give him a hug or something like that.
No, this is my apology. I said, do you want something to eat? This is me saying I'm sorry.
But now I told, like, it was something the other day, and I don't know if, I thought he told me no to something. I was just joking with him about something. I thought he told me no. I really got quiet the whole day. He was like, so you didn't say you was mad? I was like, yeah, because I thought you told me no. He was like, something is wrong with you. But we just, he balanced me out. Like, I don't know anybody else that would be able to deal with it. Like, he allows me to be me, but he'll still, like, he don't have no problem with telling me like when I'm wrong. Like, even though we married, if me and you were going back and forth, he do not care about that. He gonna be like, no, you was wrong. Like, he is not gonna take sides like that.
Hey, listen, man, if you've been watching the show for a while, her husband is Celebrity 409, my official sneaker plug. He gives me every shoe I need early. So shouts out to Celebrity. All right, let's get into the business. What is the business that you have built? And this is Klarity Kosmetics. Okay, y'all can see this. Go on and put this up. Armani, can you switch to that just so I can see? Oh, this is nice.
I tried matching colors I thought would go with her skin complexion.
This is nice.
Thank you.
Oh, no, this is fire. Okay.
You'll notice my logo is different on one of the palettes, but that's because I started rebranding and I got a new logo.
One's a circle and one's like just a cursive.
So the one with just the wording, that's my original one, but the one with the circle and the name under it, that's the new one.
Well, I can see. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
This is beautiful. Okay. All right. All right. So tell me about the business. Tell me about the brand. I don't even want to open it because I want to give it to my wife and act like I just bought her something. I'm like, honey, got you something. And she's into like makeup and perfumes and stuff like that.
I was looking at her pictures. I'm like, I don't know if she a color girl or a nude girl. I think she'll like the palette at the bottom, the coffee one, because it's nude.
This is fire. Okay. All right. Tell me about the business. This is beautiful.
I had my son in 2012, and I just feel like it was hard with like finding and keeping a job. I was in Houston at the time, just like childcare wise, and me and his dad separated when he was like 4 months old, and I worked a few jobs, and it was just hard trying to, as far as like daycare wise, and I was just like, what can I do so that I can stay at home and not have to pay nobody for daycare? So in 2014, I found this lab in New York, actually called Ladybird Cosmetics, and I started buying lipsticks and stuff from them. And I was on the phone with we were still just friends at the time or whatever, and I was like, I think I want to do this, and he was just like, do it. I was like, but I don't know how to do makeup. So I just started out with selling lipsticks and stuff, and then the longer we talked, he ended up convincing me to move where he was at. And I just felt like the lipstick thing wasn't working anymore. So I started working at the post office, but I knew I wanted to expand.
But at this time, you're just buying them wholesaling, selling them retail. Okay. And
then, but it was, to me, it was like $5 and some per lipstick. I'm like, that's a lot. And having to mark it up. I didn't see nobody paying $20-some for a lipstick at the time. Yeah. So I worked at the post office for a while, and I was still doing that, but I wanted to like focus on it full time. So I started working at the post office, and then I just started teaching myself like how to make it. I started researching the ingredients. It was a bunch of trial and error. He was so mad. I messed up that dining room table with all the pigments. I was in the kitchen. I had a desk behind the living room furniture. Like, that was just my whole setup area. I started making eyeshadows. What was I making? I tried testing out with bronzers. Didn't really work out. I did really good at the liquid lipsticks, and I think that's what like just pushed me out. And then I started expanding out of the living room, and I had to get a building to put in the backyard. And then I made a pallet. It was
You had to
called
get a building to put in the backyard.
like the portable buildings. You seen like a barn dominium?
Yes.
How those are made,
Yep.
but they make them smaller. So I got one of those and I put in the backyard. It just so happened a tornado had came through and knocked down our fence. And I was like, shoot, I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to put this in the backyard. And he was out of town working. I was like, can I put a building in the backyard? He was just like, whatever, Marquita.
No.
And when he came home, it was in there. I let the contractors like make it all up. I bought a industrial pressing machine from China, and that helped.
Pressing machine?
It's called industrial pressing machine. It weighs like 1,100 pounds. Now I have 3 of them.
And what do you do with that? You make the makeup.
That's what I press the eyeshadows, blushes, and bronzers, like anything powder. I press that on it.
Oh, it's like the powder. You put it in there, it presses it, and then makes it solid.
Mm-hmm. It has like a mold, and I have different ones, but like they'll have like different circles or squares in it. So you put the powder in there and press it in like in the pan and stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're invested, and you start making this stuff yourself. And then what is it costing you to make it at this time?
It depends.
Well, let's say, because you were saying lipstick was $5 wholesale that you had to mark up.
With me making it myself with the tube and me making it myself, it probably cost me about $1 to make it.
Yeah.
Maybe $150 on the high end, depending on the price of the pigment or what color I'm making.
Gotcha. And not including the price of the barn dominium and the equipment and all that kind of stuff. But raw materials, it's about $1.50.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what do you sell lipstick for? Because that's the only example. I know you sell a bunch of stuff, but
I think right now I have them priced at $15.
Okay, dang, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a nice little markup. And that's regular price for lipstick? I wouldn't know.
Depends on the brands. They have some brands that are 20 something. It average depends on like 12 to 20 something, but I know my formula is really good. A lot of people look for a formula that's opaque, like full coverage, non-cracking and all of that. And I looked up and got it right the first time I made it.
Really?
Like, I was shocked. I was like, okay. So, because I have another friend, she has a makeup brand too, and we help each other a lot. And at first, I was buying her liquid lipstick formula from her, and I'm like, this is a lot for a 32-ounce jar. So, I just sat down and I looked up the ingredients and looked up like a base formula through a manufacturer we got the ingredients from. I was like, let me test this out. And I got it right the first time, and I just been rolling ever since then.
Okay, you wear lipstick? Yeah, you don't wear lipstick?
I got a bunch of.
You make lip gloss too? Mm-hmm. How much you sell lip gloss for?
I think I have my lip glosses priced at $12, but they can go up to like $18, like for the multi-chrome.
I understand you feel stuck in your business, and I know why. It's one of these 4 things are off. Either you don't have a coach, you don't know how to create content, you don't have a strong cash flow model, or you don't have a community. And this is exactly why I created the Morning Meetup. Listen, y'all been watching this podcast for years now. For $97 a month, I've been coaching entrepreneurs every single week, but right now I have a different goal to invite 10,000 members in. So for a very limited time, this community is only $19 a month. You will get me live every single Monday, and I'm answering your questions every single Tuesday. We got community day every Friday. So you need a coach, somebody that understands business. You need to understand how to create content. We teach that every single week. You also need a strong cash flow model. That's what this entrepreneurship thing is about. And number 4, you have to have a community. I want to connect you with other entrepreneurs that are in your backyard from around the country. All right, so click the link below or themorningmeetup.com. $19 a month and you're locked in. Let's go. Okay, how much you pay for lip gloss? Okay, or you use like Carmex? Because I get the little 3-pack. It's like $4 at Walmart.
Carmex stink.
I kind of like the smell. That's crazy.
It's too medicated.
Like for a nice lip gloss, how much you pay?
Okay, so lately I've really been into like the beauty supply, like low key dupe glosses. So it'd be like $6-7.
$6-7. Okay. All right. So I just don't know the prices of the stuff. So, but people like your lip gloss, huh?
Yeah.
How much Rihanna sell hers for?
22, 25, Mac 22.
Yikes.
It's high. So
Okay.
that's another reason why I had to kind of go up in price you don't want to be too low, but you still want to be competitive.
For sure. So you're not bottom tier like the lip gloss that Kay uses.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not like high level either. You're right in the middle. You're like that mid good value.
I figured, well, it probably cost me more to make mine. I know they're making theirs for pennies on the dollar. So I'm like, if they can sell theirs at this price,
True.
then somebody wouldn't mind paying the price that I'm charging for it.
Does your quality rival theirs though?
I believe so. I've tried a lot. And I love Mac.
But you're biased.
Yeah.
What are your customers saying?
I feel like they like. A lot of people are into indie brands now versus the bigger brands.
So I'm not talking about brands. I'm not talking about support. I'm talking about, does your quality rival the quality of Fenty?
I would say yeah, but I feel just because of the person behind it, it would have more support with Fenty.
Why are you acting like this?
I don't know.
What is it that you don't like about your brand?
I love my brand. I'm just saying as far as like cool. Global wise people.
If I ask Rihanna about her lip gloss in comparison to anybody else, she's probably going to say, if it's the truth, if your quality is the truth, she'll be like, yo, it's Mac, of course, way better. I think so. But if you think so, that doesn't matter to the consumer because you're biased.
I think that's I feel like that's the shy part or whatever. I have a hard time giving myself a lot of credit, but I know my products are really good.
So why don't you talk about it like that?
I don't know.
Give me any answer, but I don't know.
Look,
do you think that you'll overpromise and underdeliver?
No. I think I have a hard time putting myself out there. I don't know. It's just hard putting myself out there. I feel like I'm going to disappoint myself if I set like a certain goal for where I want to be, or I don't know. I think I'm scared of failure.
I'm not talking about a goal. I'm talking about what you think about the thing that you sell.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, as far as like putting my product out there, is like, I feel like I'm not going to be, I know that my products are good, but am I going to come off as confident with pushing it out there?
You don't know if you're going to come off as confident?
Yeah.
Why don't you know if you're going to come off as confident or not? 'Cause I'm trying to understand your answer.
I don't know.
You're just saying stuff at this point.
I don't know how to word. I have a hard time wording stuff.
Let's just try to word it.
I don't know. I know my products are good, but I get scared sometimes that maybe other people won't think it's as good as I think it is compared to other brands.
So what are your current customers saying?
I have a lot of good feedback. I have bad feedback too, but for the most part, everyone that buys my products, they really like it.
What's the bad feedback that you get?
Like with some of the eyeshadow, sometimes like breaking like in transit. But with me working for the post office, I know how that goes, like with them throwing packages and stuff, like the behind the scenes part. And I know that this makeup too is just powder. It can break. So, but I think that has been the worst thing for me. Like,
so it's not the application. It's not like it's cracking when they put it on. So what do we do about that?
I have reworked on my formulas, but also a new pressing method, and also downsizing pan size. I feel like me having bigger pans, like in the beginning, that probably aided in it breaking more. But now with my pan size going down, I haven't gotten that many people saying stuff is breaking.
Is there nothing that just absorbs the shock of somebody throwing it around?
We use a lot of bubble wrap, but recently I was talking to a vendor. They sell some type of little plastic thing, like you could put it on top of the shimmer shades, and it's supposed to help with that, but they haven't shipped it to me yet, so I haven't gotten a chance to try it out. But other brands have said that it's worked out for them too.
So did you order some?
I'm just waiting.
It hasn't come yet.
Yeah, they just China just came back off of another holiday, so they haven't gotten a chance to ship it yet.
So when I say, is your product quality rivaling MAC and Fenty?
Definitely.
You say, well, I think so, because you don't want to say, yes, my stuff is better than theirs, because when someone buys it off of your word and you ship it, it might crack in the transit, but when they put it on their face, they're going to love it.
Yeah. I haven't had any negative feedback that I've saw online with anybody complaining as far as how it applies, coverage wise, it lasting, anything. It's just if something just so happens to break, like in transit.
But I didn't even ask about the breaking in transit. I said the quality of the product. Does it rival MAC?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
So why weren't you positive before?
I don't know. I have a hard time just giving myself credit. I don't know.
It's not about giving yourself credit. It's about the thing. I start talking about the restaurant in Houston, and you're saying, have you been to that other restaurant? I'm like, no, I'm only going to that one restaurant because I love the pancakes at Breakfast Club in Houston. Oh, my gosh. I told myself I wasn't eating bread this month, but then I had to adjust it to say up until the last week because I'm going to Houston, and I need them pancakes. And what'd you say to me?
I said it's overrated.
And what did you suggest?
This other place called Toasted.
Toasted. What did you tell me about Toasted?
They have really good breakfast brunch.
So I say, yo, I'm going to Breakfast Club. She says, no, you got to go to Toasted because Toasted is dope. And I was like, are you sure? I'm like, yo, the pancakes are phenomenal. You're like, nah, you got to go to Toasted. So you are willing to like stand 10 toes down on this brunch spot that has nothing to do with you. You're a customer to them. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to the amazing product that you have, I think so. I don't know.
That's something I need to work on.
The fact that you get to see it live, hopefully it helps you when someone talks to you about this. Because half of the battle is confidence, I believe, in business. Mm-hmm. Half of it. I mean, you walk up to somebody, okay. When you walk, okay, in your single days, did you go to the club? Mm-mm. You never went to the club? You ever go out to places where there's other people?
Not really. I'm a homebody.
I mean, you'd be out in the grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
There's two guys at the grocery store, and you walk by. What do you think they say about you when they look at you? Better question. Us guys have this rating system. Okay? Dime piece. Strong 4. You know what I mean? Like, Jay, you've dated some strong 4. A strong 4, though. a solid little 6. What number do you think people give you?
Maybe a 5, 6. Somewhere it depends on how I'm looking on that day.
Oh, you looking on that day? So you're a solid 5, 6.
Yeah.
What do you think your husband thinks?
That's crazy. We have had this conversation. Kevin Samuels, oh Lord. Oh Lord. What did he say? I don't remember what number he gave me. Whenever
it wasn't a 5 or a 6.
He'll be honest. It was somewhere up in there like 5 or 6. Cause we was debating about the Kevin Samuels thing with women saying they're 7s, trying to give like an even number.
Call him real quick. I need you to call him.
Oh my God!
On speaker. Call him. Call him real quick. And I want to talk to him.
FaceTime.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be FaceTime. You could just call.
Oh Lord.
Put the phone up to the mic.
Oh, hold on.
Just the audio so you can hear it.
You gonna ask him or you want me to?
I'll ask him. Is it a 4247 number? Is that his number?
4246. Yeah. Jamal, David has a question to ask you.
Yeah, I got here. Throw the phone.
Hold on.
Hey, I'm on the winning stretch, so the signal's going in and out.
It's all good. What up, man? Quick question.
Hey, what's going on?
What on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your wife in terms of attractiveness?
On a scale of 1 to 10, what is my life on a scale of
No,
attractiveness?
no. Her
Oh,
attractiveness.
my wife.
Yeah. What's her number?
Okay, no, I got a delay. I'm on this thing. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what is my wife's attractiveness?
Yep. Like you remember back in the day, we're like, oh yeah, she's a 6 or she's a dime. Like, what's your wife?
Oh no, yeah, no, she's a 10.
She's a
9,
10.
5, 10. I wouldn't have chased her if she would have been less than that.
9.5. Do you know, bro? She thinks that you think she's a 6.
Yeah, we had that conversation all the time, man. And it's a lack of confidence on her end. And like I said, we had those conversations all the time. And I tune into you guys. I have it. Everybody has it, somewhat within themselves. But that's definitely not how I look at her.
Yeah.
And I try to get her to understand that as well.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, David.
Obvious. Yo. Do you know everybody knows how amazing you are but you? You think your husband sees you as a 6. First off, we don't marry 6s. Men, we're not going to marry a 6. At least in our own. So I might look at somebody's selection of a person and think, look at you walking around with that 4 on your arm. But that person looks at that person like, oh, that's strong 9, though. I'm not going to say she's a dime, but 9. I wouldn't. Look at you. Look at you. You are absolutely beautiful. You built a business that has paid. How much have you made over the years?
I'm not sure. I know the highest I've made on a given year was close to 300,000, I think.
You don't see who you are? I'm so angry at the experiences that you've had after 10 years. I can only imagine this 9, 8, 7, 10-year-old girl, lively, beautiful, bursting personality, because I can actually see your personality under this thing that you brought to this episode. I can see it. Like you're funny and you have personality, you have a unique perspective. But I think you're the only person that doesn't see your magic. You have magic. And once you get to see it, and sometimes I believe we just got to start lying to ourselves, even when we don't believe it. I used to lie to myself all the time and say that I was attractive. Now, I wasn't. I'm attractive now. Okay? I'm attractive now, but I wasn't always. I had gaps in my teeth. Okay? I have a what they called it a peanut head. Okay? But I got like 2 little dips. Well, it's really 3. It starts from the top, and there's like a dip in the middle, and then there's a dip behind that. And then in the back is like this lump. And my friends used to call me peanut head all the time. I used to get this rash on my neck every summer, like a heat rash. Mm-hmm. And it just will happen around the time where this song was popular, where the young lady was rapping saying, I want a roughneck. They used to call me. They used to call me a roughneck. So, but yeah, that was all throughout high school. Just, I knew, like, we used to go to the mall and the movies, and like I go to the mall with my friends. We ain't had no money, but we'll walk around and we just like talk to girls. Well, my attractive friend, he would talk to the girls. And we go to a group, and I already knew which one I had to go after. I wasn't going after the main one. I just had to sit there as he approached the main one, and then I have to talk to the friend. I knew I was going to get the friend. But then I wound up getting braces. And then I started,
Changed everything.
Yeah, oh, bruh. I got braces, but then I just started looking in the mirror, and I found this attractive side of me. It had this one little dimple, and it just it increased my confidence. So when I went to college, nobody knew the ugly me, and that's when everything changed for me. I had to go to another state. I'm in college now. They don't know my past ugly history. They don't know that they don't know that I was ugly. So I get to come now with new teeth and a different level of confidence.
You think that helped you business wise too?
100%. 100%. Because the confidence that I had in myself started to permeate to everything. Once you start to look in the mirror and say, yo, I am bad. Once you see that, next time somebody talks about your product, it's easy for you to promote your product and know that this is the best in the world. Especially, bro, you don't make 1 year $300,000. You don't make that without having something amazing. And maybe as we're walking up, because he actually sent me your screenshots, actually. So I wanna show, because I asked him how much money you made, how your business did. In 2022, we did 2022, $273,000. That's a lot of money. $273,000 in 22. In 23, $292,000. 2024, it dropped to $158,000. Mm-hmm. And year to date, we're 10 months in, $87,000. Mm-hmm. Which we have some success, and then we have some more success, and it drops off a little bit, then it drops off more, and this drop off gets you to believe that something's wrong with you or your product, or it's over. And it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with how you look at you. You're looking at yourself as another failure, and you're not. But it's almost like when you stub your toe in the morning and then like there's a domino effect of all bad things happening to you. You're bringing that on because that one thing that happened in the morning, and then it trickles off and you start to believe that this is your life, and that's not you.
That's funny because that's how I've been feeling since last year. I think was it 2021? The palette, the Summer Razor palette. I just posted the palette.
What's your Instagram? And bring the mic a little closer.
Klarity Kosmetics, both spelled with a K.
Okay. Klarity Kosmetics. KLARI TY.
And then cosmetics.
Cosmetics. Okay, I see. All right.
But I posted
70,000 followers.
Uh-huh.
Your branding is on point. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I posted the palette and it went viral. I think the palette sold out 4 times. I made $70,000 in 3 days.
This year?
This is in 2021 when I launched the palette. And then I think I probably made another 20 something over the next week. Because they kept asking for a pre-order and stuff. I feel like that palette is what pushed me out there, but it was also the worst launch ever because at the time it was just me and my mom. I was making the stuff, and then when it went viral, I couldn't do the building in my backyard anymore. I had to try to find a commercial space, which was a huge mistake. Had to find that. I had to hire help, people to come in and help me press and stuff. And it was just a lot that I was learning. And it was just so many damages, like with that palette, people getting it. I get it with like training people and stuff, but I guess with so much going on, I wasn't paying attention to like the final quality check of it. So people were getting their palettes, some were damaged, some had like oil stains on it, like the liquid binder, I guess from the shimmer shades not being completely dry. And as the brand owner, I take full responsibility for that. But it was just a lot at one time. Like I didn't expect to just grow like that. So I feel like I didn't manage that part well. And then I just kept releasing stuff after that. And it was just like a huge learning curve with, I should have stayed at home. Like just as far as spending money out on the overhead and stuff like that, I feel like had I made smarter decisions, that would have aided in like where I'm at now. And then the economy started changing. So now I have to go back and try to rework my prices. I still struggle at marketing bad. So it was just a lot with trying to do all of that. So I think now that's where I'm at mentally. Like I've been in business 11 years. Is it over for me, or like how do I keep going? But every morning that I wake up and I say, you know what, I think I don't want to do this anymore. It's like God keeps telling me like, keep going. You haven't got the best of like what I'm gonna send to you yet. So I think that's why.
Do you believe?
That's why I'm here today. I was not gonna come. Like I changed my mind and everything. And
I mean, you said God said the best is yet to come.
because I keep praying on it, I was like,
Do you believe that though?
I do. But some days it's just,
Some
when I
days you
wake
don't
up in
believe
the
it.
morning, some days it's just like, stick to it, Marquita. It's hard today, but you will get through it.
But some days you don't believe.
I know, but every day I get up and I walk in the building and some pop up in my mind that I want to do. It's like, I know I got to keep
So
going.
you may not believe that God is God then.
I do. I doubt sometimes that
At
maybe
those-
he
at
want me to
those
do
moments-
something else.
In those moments, you're an atheist.
You think so? I don't think so.
I think so. If you know, so I'm very into my church and studies, and I'm realizing that when I don't do what I know I should do, it's those moments that I don't believe that that's God.
That makes sense.
Maybe that's my approach. So my ability to not have faith in those moments that I just don't want to, it's like, oh, well, I'm not really God-fearing. My wife married an un-God-fearing man. It's like, you marry a God-fearing man? No, he don't care. He think it's going to be all good. He can do whatever he wants. I want you to take what I just said to heart. So the days that you feel like things aren't working out, you have to just know that they are at some point. But they're never going to work out if you start to let doubt creep in and it affects your activities. So your vision for yourself will directly affect what you do today as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a human being, as a wife. You do certain things today because you know you're going to be married for a long time, right? You know it. Like there's certain things. All right, I don't feel like doing my wifely duties, whatever that may be, but because I know this is the thing that helps a marriage work out, I'm going to do it. But in business, it's just easy to stop. I don't want to post today, or something bad happened in my bit. That is how business works. There's no way that you could have done what you know to do now back in 2021. You didn't have the experience. So now you know what you should have done. We can always say, yo, I should have made better business decisions. Well, you weren't. That's like saying at 6 years old, man, I should have just multiplied the fractions. And I'm just, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know yet. I don't know. But that is business. Up and down and up and down and up and down. The only reason you are, 60% down from your success in your other years is internal. It has nothing to do with the economy.
I can agree to that.
It has nothing to do with the economy, and you have to believe that. You have to put your foot on the gas. Have you been thinking about other businesses or other streams of income, or do you work a job? You don't work a job?
Primary. I have been looking into something else I've been wanting to do for a long time, but
That's the enemy.
I haven't gotten a chance to just get started on it.
Well, you're looking into that because you think this cosmetic company is over.
I definitely had that thought.
I know. But once you walk with a different level of confidence, you would be working on your Black Friday sales right now.
I'm already working on it. But I do feel like when, I guess, something personal happens, that does affect my mental a lot. Because like our youngest son, he's 5, he's autistic and he has epilepsy. I recently just found out that my 13-year-old is autistic as well. And he has.
You just found out he was autistic?
A level 2. I've been knowing for like
How?
a long time that maybe something, was a little off, but I guess with him becoming a teenager now, like just going through stuff at school and how he's been acting, I'm just like, something is wrong. So, I took him to the doctor. They did the testing and stuff because he just started getting like a lot of trouble at school. I found out recently, like, he tried to commit suicide. He said in January, we were doing it's like some type of online therapy thing or whatever. So he was doing like the little intake session, and they asked him, had he ever tried to commit suicide? So I was just sitting on the computer beside him, not paying attention, and out the corner of my eye, I seen him do this, and I looked over like, when? And he was just like, oh, in January. I'm like, well, where were we at? Oh, it was at like 3 o'clock in the morning while y'all were asleep. So they just kind of caught me off guard. And I feel like mentally with me dealing with all of that, like some days it makes it hard for me to kind of focus on business stuff. Yeah. And then when I'm focusing on business stuff, it's nonstop. Like I'm up at night. I'm barely getting any sleep. And then I start feeling bad because I'm focusing on business. And I feel like I'm not applying enough time to my kids or to my marriage. So I'm having a hard time trying to figure out an even playing field for it.
Yeah, there isn't one. There's no balance to it. Yeah. And I don't even know how to advise you in that because I go through the same thing. So I don't know how to tell anybody else. However, one thing I do know for a fact is everything is going to work out exactly how I planned it. Everything is going to work out exactly how I planned it. Now, if you haven't planned it, that's a problem. Or if you can't clearly see the future, clearly see how your business is hands off and you're remote and you get to spend all the time with your kids, that's what I hold on to.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Because my husband always say, oh, you need to have a cutoff point. It's like I can't, if a customer email me after a certain time, I feel like I got to respond to it. If we're doing something with the kids and a customer email, I feel like I put my kids or whatever on hold, like, hold on, let me respond to this.
Let me ask this question. What is a solution to that?
I feel like me transitioning from not being handmade would maybe help some, because so much of that takes up my time, and maybe if I transition into letting the lab make my stuff and I could just focus on the market and stuff, I would have to be hands-on at that.
No. I'm saying that isolated situation. Somebody emails after hours. You're out at dinner. You and Jamal. You're hanging out, or you're at some sort of thing with your kids, and someone emails. What is the solution to not having to pull you away from what you're doing to answer that?
Ignored it, or having set business hours. Being off on the weekend is just, it's hard turning my brain off and saying like, hey, no work right now.
How can that email get answered without you answering it?
I don't know. I'm sure I could let somebody else do it. I mean, a lot of the emails, they're not emergency, so they could sit there over the weekend. But I guess it's just a customer service thing. and me doing me, like I like a reply back. So I try to apply that and respond back to them.
Is there a way to have an automated reply set up?
Probably so. I just don't know how. Like I literally do everything for customer service.
What email platform do you use?
Zoho.
Okay. Hey, chat. I have Zoho, and I'm trying to figure out how to send an automated email reply after 6 o'clock so that my customers know I'm not ignoring them, but I'm going to get to it tomorrow morning. How do I do that? There's this new platform called ChatGPT. Don't tell anybody else about it, okay? Because it's something I invented, so I'll show it to you. Yes, you can set up something like that in Zoho, though exactly how it depends a bit on which Zoho product you're using, Zoho CRM, Zoho Mail, or Zoho Desk. But there's a whole bunch of options where that email, when they reply after 6 o'clock, it's like, hey, I got your reply, I got your inquiry. We're at an office right now, but we will answer tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
One problem solved. There are a bunch of other problems that you have the solution to, but I don't know if you have the confidence just yet to actually sit down and solve them. So give me another problem that you're dealing with.
Social media marketing.
Okay.
It's changing so fast. Like I'll scroll on TikTok, but I hate getting on TikTok. I hate getting on live.
Hold on, when you say you hate getting on it, you're on it.
I mean, like just to scroll, but like just to get on there. I forget to post on TikTok a lot.
How do you forget to post on TikTok when you're on there all day?
Well, I'm not on there all day. It's just like if
But
I
you
just
on
don't
there.
happen to get on there, I'll scroll on it. But TikTok is not an app that I just readily go to and like just click on. It's more so like Facebook, Instagram.
Well, Facebook, Instagram, are you posting on there regularly?
I don't really post on Facebook business wise because I realize my audience is different.
But you be on there scrolling.
Sometimes I don't really.
And
not
Instagram,
just
scrolling.
Instagram, I'm scrolling a lot. I'm pretty
Yes.
consistent on Instagram, but
Consistent posting or scrolling?
both.
Both.
But with all of the new features they added, they want you to do a reel, they want you to do a carousel. It's like by the time I get on one trend that they say will put you in the algorithm, they added something else in. It's like it's just a lot to keep up with.
How do we consistently post on Instagram?
I schedule my posts sometimes, and at other times, like if I'm just recording something in the moment that I know it would be good content, I'll go ahead and post it.
Well,
right
the
then
problem is you said you're not consistently showing up on these platforms.
on TikTok.
How can we consistently show up on these platforms?
I need help with it.
Okay, let's just pretend that someone asks you. I'm asking you. I need your help. I'm trying to figure out a way to be consistent with posting on social media. What do you think I should do?
I think I need help on the creating the content part.
No. I need your help. You're my coach.
Okay.
I need to figure out a way to at least make 1 or 2 posts every single day on these platforms. What do you suggest?
Making batch content.
I'm sorry?
Making batch content, like doing a bunch of content like all at one time and scheduling it to post so that you don't necessarily have to remember to log on every day to post it.
That was a really good answer, Jay. That was really good. I mean, I'd hire you as a coach because you know your stuff. Why can't you just coach yourself? So this is what I'm going to ask you to do. I want you to make a list of problems that you are facing.
Uh-huh.
We're all facing problems. I want you to make a list of problems. And when your beautiful brain sees that list of problems, you have a solution for all of them. I know you do. Because we're 2 for 2 now. We just came up with a way to reply to people. You was like, well, I could just not reply after 7 o'clock. Cool. Then I get back in the morning and I reply. That was a solution. And then we're like, okay, well, how do we be consistent? We know we need to create some consistent content on these platforms. We need to produce more than we consume because right now you're consuming more than you produce, which is a problem. And then you came up with some solutions. Oh, well, every Sunday I'll sit there and I'll batch out some content. And then we can schedule it. And then we're good.
I think my problem too is that I have a lot of content in my phone, but I think I overthink it. Like, I don't like this angle. Somebody's gonna point out this, so, and some of the stuff I just don't post.
Stop caring about what other people think.
I should, because when I get online and I see other creators of makeup companies and stuff, I'm just like, they don't have no gloves on. I guess from when I started on Instagram and how people are paying attention to stuff, and I look at like some of the newer brands that may be handmade or stuff, they don't have on gloves. They're not doing. I'm like, if I get on there and I post it, they gonna tear me up in the comments. Like, but when I look at their pages, nobody is paying attention to that. So I'm trying to figure out, is it just me?
It
or,
is. You know it's
or
just
what?
you. You know it's just you.
Yeah.
Let's just be more consistent. You'll make more money because you have a beautiful product. And the cool thing about consistency is it creates a multiplier effect of energy. Like once you're in the space, let's just say, for instance, if you're going to post something every day, like you got to create it and post it, create it and post it, create it on Monday, post it on Monday, create it on Tuesday, post it on Tuesday. It doesn't give you the multiplier effect. But if you blocked out a bunch of time on, let's just say Sunday, and you started creating, that creation starts to create other ideas to create. You start jumping in your bag.
Yeah.
Because you're locked in at that point. Well, if we just block out some time, we'll start being more and more creative, and it becomes easier. So one of the solutions is you need to take your own advice that you just gave me to batch the content. You have a great product. You just got to get over the fact that you think this company is going to go away someday. Or like that there's too much competition, or that your prices are too high, your prices are too low, or the thing cracks when it probably, I'm sure you didn't get 1,000 emails saying, oh my gosh, it's broken. It's one or two that's like, oh my gosh, it's like a dagger in my heart. And that represents a whole bunch of people, because guess what? A lot of people where it broke, they didn't care because they still used it and it worked.
And I rarely ever get bad emails.
That's what I'm saying. In your brain, you're highlighting the negatives, but you've been trained or conditioned to see things from a negative, scary perspective, which caused you to be introverted. Because I don't know these people. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to make a fool of myself. I don't want to do this. I don't want to post because this is what people are going to think. You're trained to think that way.
Yeah.
It's been conditioning. Everybody's not out to hurt you. Some people are out to help you, and they love you, and they want to support you. But it's hard for other people to support you when you don't support you. It's really difficult. Pop quiz. Your product compared to Fenty, like quality-wise, what's better?
My products last longer than hers.
Gosh. I needed to be a little more automatic, okay? Because you failed that quiz.
Okay.
Pop quiz. Klarity Kosmetics versus MAC, the giant in makeup. Who has better quality?
I definitely do. As far as color payoff, price wise, definitely color payoff. Just quality overall. When I have used MAC's products, especially like their eyeshadows, it takes a lot to build them up. And with mine, you can barely touch them and you're going to get the pigment right away.
How'd that feel?
Great.
Do you think you can like keep that energy when you leave here? There's got to be a level of arrogance almost about this. There has to be a certain level of arrogance. I'm not an arrogant person. However, if you ask me, I'm the best interviewer in the world. I'm the best in the world at doing this, period. I am. I believe that.
You do a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But I do have a balance of like arrogance versus because I don't like being arrogant and boastful and things of that nature. So I understand it's a little struggle with me too, because I don't like people who are too arrogant. I don't like that. But when it comes to the product, if someone's like, yo, I got a 4-year-old daughter and you have a 4-year-old daughter, who's smarter? I don't even know your baby, but my baby's brilliant. Genius stuff.
Yeah.
There has to be a level of confidence here for this.
I'm proud of what I've done when, as far as I can think of, I'm the only one in my family so far that has started a business and like just kept it going. I come from nothing, so that's the biggest part for me, to try to give my kids like what I didn't have.
Yeah.
So I would say that's something else that keeps me going too.
I figured it out. I have the ultimate solution for you.
What is it?
You need to get around other successful, confident women. I think I figured it out. I think I got it. I'm putting these pieces together because you're introverted. You said you don't really go nowhere, which means we're not connecting with other people, which means you're not in the right rooms, and we're somehow comparing what we've done to what the people in our family have done, which means I can give myself credit for that.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to get in some other rooms. You need to get in some other rooms intentionally. You need to find out where these bosses are. Where you live?
In Port Arthur.
Where?
Port Arthur is like right outside of Houston.
Oh, right outside. How far from Houston?
Maybe like an hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
You either need to go to Houston more and get in the mix, force yourself to do it, or you need to move.
I don't think he gonna move.
He might. You never know.
He was born and raised there.
That's the problem. Jamal too.
Yeah.
He's dealing with the same Port Arthur issue.
It is small. I did notice a change from me being in Houston, because I'm originally from Louisiana. So, and then I moved to Houston after college. I was there for a long time. And whenever I moved to Port Arthur, it was just a big, Houston got so much stuff, and it was just, I don't know. I mean, I've gotten accustomed to it now, but it was a huge difference, like from what I was used to.
Ain't nobody in Port Arthur got a pink Bentley. And there's no Ferraris just driving around regularly, and not everybody wears Rolexes and all. You need to get in another city.
Yeah.
Do you need to move? Come to Atlanta.
I love Atlanta.
Come on. Tell Jamal we moving to Atlanta, or we moving to Houston. But we got to get out of here. You're not even around it. You're not even around like the bigness of the ideas and the thinking. You're just not around it. So it's hard. It's really difficult.
Yeah. Because he always tell me, like, oh, you need to do trade shows and stuff like that. And maybe it's the introvert things. Like, I really get anxiety just as far as, like, I've done it before, like, 1 or 2, but I get anxiety, like, coming into it. Like, I wanted to do Burner Brothers and the it's like a women's hair show or something they was having in Dallas in September. And I was just like, I'm not going to do it.
When's the next show?
I know Burner Brothers is coming up in February. I actually had a call with Keisha Kayor. She was offering the one-on-one calls or whatever. And
Dang, she's dope too.
I love her, like, just from the whole marriage thing. Like, she, even with talking to her on the phone, she was so, like, down to earth. It just felt like you talk to her every day. And she told me the same thing too. She was like, you need to put yourself out there. She was like, get on live. She was like, I hate doing it. And she gave me so much good advice. And it's like, I need to do it. She told me to do Burner Brothers too. She was like, girl, do not get one of the, she was like, just get the little small table. She said, even with her getting the big table, she was like, you're going to make just as much money as somebody with the big table do. She was like, don't try to, design it and make it look all good. She was like, just get you a regular tablecloth.
You gonna do it?
I need to, I forgot the lady's name. She emailed me, but I need to email her back and see like if it's, I don't know if it's too late or not, because they just had the August show. So I need to see if they've already started planning for the February show.
Email her back.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna let you leave here. I'm holding you against your will until you email her back.
I'm gonna send it to
Okay.
her.
Yep. We're gonna send that email. But also, your audience. You've never been live.
I have went on live a few times on TikTok and Instagram, but my anxiety kicks in, and it's like I don't know what to talk to. I don't know what to talk to them about. Just looking at a computer screen. I mean, the phone screen, and then waiting on people to come on live. And 9 times out of 10, I just exit off of it.
What are you doing today?
After this, going to go get something to eat and going to the hotel.
Okay, good. We're gonna go live.
Oh my
So
God.
what? Because you got to do it. You have anxiety because you don't do it a lot. That's it. This is giving you anxiety. And I gave y'all a table for Podcast Summit, and then I think Jamal was like, nobody followed up. But I thought to my, and now I understand you didn't follow, huh?
I never, I think he said K or somebody was supposed to send some over. We never got anything.
But you didn't follow up either because you kind of didn't want to do it anyway.
I was going to do it, but he said too, I guess with him talking to y'all, I just left everything to him.
You didn't follow up with him either. That's an out.
I probably didn't. I always have like so much going on, so I probably didn't follow up with him.
And plus, it's an out. It's not something that you really want to do. It's just.
Yeah.
So you give yourself an out. So I'm not giving you an out. For one, we're going to send that lady an email. And two, we are going to go live today. And you're going to like show them, and I need at least 15 minutes, and I'm going to help you structure what you're going to talk about. Okay? So here's how it's going to look. So I don't know what you want to talk about, but we're going to go through every single one of these products, and we're going to write down the highlights of what you want to talk about. So this is why you need to get this. This is the issue with the other alternatives, and you should buy this right now. Go to whatever the website is.
I actually haven't released those yet.
You haven't? Oh, well, whatever.
The only product in there that is, it's sold out right now. It's the
whatever's
coffee palette.
Released. Or whatever. I don't care if we're talking about what we're going to do for Black Friday, but we're going to go live. We're going to set you up in a room. I got another interview to do, but we're going to set you up in a room, and you're going to go live as soon as we're done here.
Together. I've been crying.
Yeah, I'll give you some time for sure. Get yourself together, but you're going to go live, and then you're going to realize it doesn't even bite. It doesn't hurt you. It's just like you're going to go, and then people are going to jump on, and then you'll start talking, and then it'll be over, and somebody's going to buy something, and you're like, oh, that wasn't that bad.
I know that day I went live on TikTok, though. I was just on there talking, and I don't really get like a lot of orders through TikTok, but I think I probably got like 8 orders with them going to the website. I was like, okay, it's not that bad.
Do it again. Look at that.
It's like getting myself to get on there. Depending on the day, if people get on there, it's okay. But more so, it's really just getting myself to press the button to go live. Like, I'm going to exit out of it before anything.
No, we're not. Not today. Not today. We are going to go live. And you're going to tell, what you're going to do is you're going to tell your story on live. You're going to talk about all your insecurities. You're going to talk about this amazing product. You're going to talk about all the people it's helped. You're going to tell them why you don't go live and why you don't show your face and why you're an introvert. I mean, not your whole backstory like that, but we're going to talk about all the things that have held you back, and we're going to sit there and talk about it. And in between the story, we are going to tell them about these products. Okay? All right, so this is pretty much over because we're about to go to work right now because you don't need anything but confidence. Great product, great personality, great brain, great support system. Only thing you need is confidence, and I think what's going to give you confidence is moving to another city or being a part of some sort of a mastermind group of other people that are winning big, because you can't keep comparing yourself to your family. We can't.
I definitely don't feel like I have people that are and that have done way better than me that I can learn from. And he always tell me, he was like, you need to get a mentor. You need to do this, and that. And in my mind, it's like, I don't know where to start. Like, how do I connect with these people? Like, I don't know. And I met a few people like Super.
Oh, really?
I actually saw her for Essence or whatever. I met her a few times before that, and so she's somebody, you know, that I look up to. I see a lot of people online. It's just like, how do I, like the what's her name, Jaleesa over Salt. I love her brand, and I think her and Super had it was something they were having for Essence, and I went there just for a little bit, but I think she ended up showing up after I left. And I took like my products so I could give her. I think I did end up giving them to Super, but I just kind of talked myself out of it, and I left and I went back to the hotel. But I definitely need to figure out how to put myself in rooms with other people.
You do. You do. And when you see these people, the ask is, can I take you to lunch?
He said that earlier.
That's it. Can I take you to lunch? I mean, right now you don't have one-on-one time with them, and you ask, and you still might not have one-on-one time because they might be busy and not be free. But some of those people that you ask, when you tell them the story, yo, I built this brand, I'm selling X amount, and you inspire me and motivate me. Can I take you to lunch? And you'd be surprised. Some people will say yes.
I be looking at other people's stories. I'm like, dang, they started out, you know, spot like even with Jaleesa, I think she posted that she started out in her college dorm room, you know, with her selling stuff. And when I look at me, I literally started out in the kitchen and stuff. And I think I don't realize that so many other people have like similar stories. But when I look at like where they're at, and then I look at where I'm at, I compare, like, I guess it kind of make me feel like I haven't done enough. Or when I look at their success versus mine, it's just like, Marquita, you need to figure out like how to get there.
Yeah. I'm going to start going live. I'm going to keep going live.
I'm not going to give up. I know I can't, but it's just hard trying to figure out how to get there.
Okay. Hold on one second.
Hey, David, how's it going?
Jaleesa, what up?
What's going on?
Man, I am sitting here with this young lady who has an incredible product, an incredible mindset, zero confidence though, but she really, really looks up to you. And I don't even know how. Oh my gosh. She's done hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales. The only thing she's lacking is confidence, not even in her product, but in herself. And I don't know if you just had like 2 minutes, just have a conversation with her. It doesn't have to be long. I know you're busy, but she's sitting there in the hot seat. And I think if you ever met her, you'd be so impressed. But
Really?
she's so, internally, she's so small. And everybody sees her magic but her.
Wow. Okay, what does she do?
Hold on. I'm about to give you the phone. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Oops, sorry. Is it on FaceTime?
Yep.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
What's your name?
Marquita, I've actually read you on Instagram before.
Oh, wow. Okay, so what do you do?
I make makeup. Clarity Cosmetics.
Okay.
Make sure phone's high.
Cosmetics?
Uh-huh.
You are so familiar.
Phone
One
higher.
second.
Put
Let me look it
the
up.
phone by the mic.
1 second. It's with a K, right?
Uh-huh.
Clarity? I think I've heard of this brand. Okay, so tell me what's going on. How are you feeling?
I'm
'Cause
trying
looking at your
to.
page, and your page looks beautiful.
Thank you. Trying to figure out how to scale. I feel like I'm failing. I was just telling him that I looked at how you started out like in your dorm room and stuff like that. I started out in my kitchen. I think my issue is that I look at like how far people have gone, and then I look at like where I'm at. I feel like I'm stagnant and like I'm not growing, but
I know it's because of me, but I don't
Right.
really know like how to move forward. Like, how do I get to where I need to be?
So the first roadblock that you have to really acknowledge and understand is that you have the power to change your destination. Like, you don't have to be fixated on what you've done before in the past. You don't have to be fixated on what others are doing. Because you got to understand, like, the gift that you have, that's your gift. You know, that's your gift to use. No one can't take it from you. No one can't tell you how to use it. But if you don't see it for yourself, then the next person will come on with the same idea and execute, you know, and they'll be able to kill it. And then you'll be looking around like, dang, I've had this. So what I really need you to do is I want you to at least look on YouTube, look at some motivational videos, or even look at your peers. Like, look at women who are doing what you're doing and tap in and understand, like, yo, like, I'm me. I'm on this earth for a reason. I'm doing what I can and I'm going to execute it. But the moment you start to doubt yourself is the moment those little doubtful, like, okay, I'm going to have hope I can do it. No, hope is not real. Don't hope on anything. Like, you're going to do it. Tell yourself, I've got this. Like, the moment that you start realizing that it was in you all along, that's when you're going to soar. Because I think that a lot of entrepreneurs, they realize, like, okay, I know I'm having a slow season, so this is just a slow experience. No, it's a season. Like, I've had the fastest paced seasons, a slow season, but at the same time, my integrity, the way I work, it doesn't change. So I want you to understand that you got it in you, you know, like, even if you don't feel like you have the village to support you, who cares? Create some villages in your mind. Go to networking events. Go around people who really want to pour into you, because most of those times, those are going to be strangers. They're not going to be your cousins, your mom, your friends, anything like that. Those are going to be people that you don't even know. You could DM me on Instagram. It's so crazy because I was familiar with your brand already. You can DM me, but I just want you to know, like, it's in you already. You know, you don't need any validation from the soul. And even if you're doing it by yourself, fuck it, do it by yourself if you have to. You know what I mean? Like, do it by yourself. Do it when you're crying. Do it when you feel weak, but you don't have it in you. Keep pushing, because all it takes is for you to give yourself that yes. You know, God already placed that vision in your heart. So the moment that you understand, like, hey, I got this, is the moment your life gonna change. But don't worry in it. Like, you don't cry today, but joy comes in the morning. So don't sit on this. You know, I want you to wake up and understand, like, you're that girl, and you got it in you all along. And it's people that's gonna really root for you. You know, like this. You sitting with David. David is awesome. You know, you got me. You know, like, we gonna make sure that you got it. You know, like, you're gonna be okay. Just never ever doubt yourself. You know,
Thank you.
because you got it. So you could just DM me. I got you. Like, it really takes a village. So I totally understand.
Thank you. This is so crazy. Like, I watch you all the time. I order like, I love your products, girl. I got your travel meetings right now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, seriously. Like, sometimes we just need to get, like, a reality check. So I'm happy that David called me. I just so happened to be walking on set, and he was like, "You got a second?" So I know David reaches out to me. It's important. So I'm just happy that I was able to have this conversation, because, man, when I tell you, all it took is for some good girlfriends to pour some life into me, and it changed my life. Like, sometimes that's all you need. So whatever you need, you know, just understand you do have a village, even if you don't know one, you know? So just keep going. You are in the right room. You are exactly where you need to be.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Let me give me some Klarity Kosmetics.
Thank you.
While we at it. You're welcome.
Jaleesa, are you? Let me see. Jaleesa, are you in town?
No. I am on set actually in Miami.
Okay.
I'll be in Atlanta tomorrow.
Okay. I don't know. She's only here for a couple of days, but if y'all want to go to lunch, it's on me. I don't know what your schedule's like, but it'll be on me. Y'all go to the nicest, fanciest restaurant, as many mimosas as you want. It'll be on me.
Thank you, David. Oh, you're so kind. Thank you.
No problem. She'll send you a DM. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you don't need no coaching, bro. You just need somebody. You just need confidence. You just need that circle, and we're gonna build it.
Hard.
I know.
I feel like
Mike, bring the mic closer.
I feel like business wise as well, I had to step back and start realizing that it was okay to tell people no. When I started out, I had her moved to Port Arthur. I just found out I was pregnant with my last baby, and she moved to come help me. And I spent out so much money, like trying to help my mom. Then moved my brother there to help, and found out that like my brother was like stealing from me. Like the makeup wise, they have pigments called multichrome, so they cost a lot. And he ended up going to jail. And
Oh, wow.
we were moving his stuff out of the house that I had rented for him to stay in, because my mom actually had she had 2 heart attacks back to back in 2022. So that was like another major turning point. Now I got to take care of my niece that she'd adopted. My kids, still paying her bills while she's in the hospital and stuff like that. And then my brother ended up going to jail. So we moving the stuff out the house, and I find like a whole bunch of like pallets and stuff that was like under the bed. And I'm just like, what? And he called, Marquita, you said you were throwing those away. And I'm like, no. And just started, I had his cell phone at the time. He had me like going through the phone, like giving him numbers and like going to text message. I'm start seeing stuff, and I'm like, you were stealing from me. Like, I don't know what he do what, like, I was selling them for and stuff like that. And I just started looking at it like, I'm spending out all this money on payroll, helping take care of them, helping take care of them, the building rent, ingredients, and all that other stuff. And I just started looking like I am not saving what I should be saving. And then when my mom got out, she's completely disabled now, whatever. So I had to help take care of everything with her financially until we could get her approved for disability, and even still taking care of stuff after that. And I had to stop. I was like, Marquita, this is draining me financially with my business stuff, my personal stuff. And I think that's something else that just kind of started with the mental roller coaster of like, is it meant for me to keep on doing this? Like,
Yeah. Here's the good news. You're not going through anything that anybody else that's become really successful didn't go through. Everybody. So like when all this stuff happens and feels like a mountain on your shoulders, we all go through it. My business now, it's like it's the same thing. I don't know. I haven't been in Jaleesa's finances and all that kind of stuff, but I know businesses like this.
yeah.
Life, personal, it's like this. We're at the top of the world one day, and then somebody that we love leaves us or does something heinous, or it's a roller coaster. So you're just going through the roller coaster. The people who end up living a very average life, meaning not living up to their own potential, are the people who it just gets too much for them and they quit. And they think that they're going through something that nobody else is going through. And that's not the case. We are all there. The winners just keep going, though. That's it. That's the only difference.
Comes through in my mind, I always say thank you, God. And one day, like my youngest baby, he's still like partially nonverbal. And one day an order came through. It was like $300 and some. And I said it out loud. I said, thank you, God. And he was like, thank you, God. And I looked, I was like, he just said that. So it's like now every time one comes through, I make it a point to say it out loud because that was my first time hearing him just say something that was coherent to where you could understand him.
And baby's watching you.
It just be little stuff that I know sometimes. I know you say that it's not having faith. Like, it's just little stuff on those days to where I'm just like, maybe it's not meant to be. Maybe I'm holding on God trying to tell me to do something else, and it bring me back to where it's like, you're supposed to be doing this. Like, I love what I do. I can wake up out of my sleep. And you know what's crazy with Fenty? She released something called Body Lava or something like that. I was asleep. My husband was out of town working, and I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I swear to God, in my dream, I was having a dream that I was looking. Mind you, I didn't have this product in person. I was having a dream that I was reading the ingredients that was on the bottle And I'm looking at it in the dream now, and I wake up and I go in the living room behind the table where my stuff was at the time. I'm like, this body lava that she's making, that is just a lip gloss base that they just thinned out all the way and added like a few oils to some pigment and shimmer, and I made it at 2:00 in the morning. And it's just crazy, like how my mind works with me being able to do this stuff. And people always say, well, how do you do this? I don't know. It is just something about seeing something in my mind and making it in physical form. The only thing I got to do is design the packaging with the vendor, and I make everything else.
Because you are gifted. You have the magic. Now, if I can get you to see your magic, it's up from there.
I love being able to tell people like the ingredients and stuff, how I made it, how it's used. You can't go to MAC or Fenty and be like, hey, what is this? How's it used? They have somebody working for them. They're not going to be able to tell you a lot of the stuff that is in the makeup. You consume titanium dioxide and magnesium stearate. That's in pills, like your medicine that you take. I can look at any color in this room and I could go make it. I could tell you they use Blue Lake 1 black oxide to make that red Cheetos candy and different stuff. I can look and tell you the dyes they used to make it because I use the same ones to make the makeup with.
I like this. This version right now, where you just opened up like a flower and you started walking in a certain level I like that. Much different than when we first had a conversation.
Yeah.
I can see the traces of the magic.
But I think that's why I like being behind the scenes, like talking to the vendors. If they try to overcharge for pigments, I'm like, this is what's big city. Like, why are you charging? And they're surprised when they go to my page and like, you made this yourself. I'm like, yeah, it did come from a lab, but I want to go to a lab, but I like being able to have that type of control and know what it is that somebody's put. Like if a customer say, oh, this or that happened, I'm like, no, it didn't. Like I could tell if something arrived damaged to them or if they purposely messed it up just to make it look a certain way. So I think that's the enjoyment that I get, like with all of that, like just the creative part of it. So it's like even on days if I don't make no money, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go in the building and make some like it. That's like my peace of mind with me being able to do
that. The days that you don't make any money, let's just make some money.
Oh yeah, I know that, but I'm saying
we're gonna get used to going live because you're still gonna go live right now. You're not getting out of that. You're gonna like go live while you're making something, and we're gonna make some sales because it's a slow day.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could just keep whatever you got right now, how you feel right now, and I don't know if it's I think that's the power of the environment, because Delisa, when y'all had this conversation, because you can talk to somebody else and they could speak life into you, you're like, yo, I got this. And typically a man can't do that. I can't do that for you. That's why you got to have that sister circle of girlfriends. So stay connected with her. Let everybody know how they can get your products, because my wife's going to love this.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, let everybody know how they can contact you and how they can support right now.
You can visit me at claritykosmetics.com. Clarity and cosmetics are both spelled with a K. I can be found on Instagram at Klarity Kosmetics and TikTok, Klarity Kosmetics.
There we go. Y'all, it's over. She got work to do. We out of here. Go follow, go support.